Hey, Nathan here, helping you become a better jungler. I have a review request today from a player over on my home server, Oceania. He's Platinum 1, but this is a Master tier average game. There is 4 Grandmaster players and 2 Challenger players. This is meaning that his MMR is very good on this count. I think it was Master last season. So this is a leasing game of his. He goes 3, 6, and 3. It is a loss. Why do you want me to review this game specifically? He says he feels like that the game was very hard for him past the top dive at 4 minutes. I was playing from behind past that point and struggled to find my identity as leasing in that game in the sense of early 2v2 skirmishes are getting ahead. Great. I mean, looking at this already, I mean, let's find out why you got behind. I mean, you're into a Kane, right? These guys are very weak early. You have a lot of strength here. You can't be playing from behind early game. I would view that as a loss, really. So let's take that, take a good look at that. Specific moments from the game. So you talk again about 4 minutes. We managed to pull off a 4-man dive later at 9 minutes. Got 2 kills, but overstayed and gave away 2 kills as well. Unsure of what the ideal play was for him past that point. Okay, well, great. We'll take a look at this. We'll jump into win condition in a second. So runes going Conqueror. Really good rune for Lee Sin. It is his best. You can potentially go Electrocute, but that's for very specific games where you're against 4 ranged champions that are very squishy. They have 1, 2 melee champs here. They are pretty squishy, but I mean, Mordekaiser gets a bit beefy. Kane's going to be going red Kane. I think Conqueror is just the way to go. There's going to be lots of auto attack in this game. Alacrity. So every time you take Alacrity over Legend Tenacity, you think, you know, do they have enough CC to warrant me taking Legend Tenacity? But the thing here is that in terms of like boots as well, like you're going to be going Mercury Treads, right? Because this is a very heavy sort of AP comp, and I think Alacrity is the way to go here, definitely. I mean, they do have some CC in terms of Soraka, Root Silence, Rise, obviously the Kane knockup. I mean, these are pretty dodgeable abilities, so I think Alacrity is the way to go. Last Stand, so this is where I would actually switch out to Kudugar. There's not exactly, I don't feel like the fights are going to go long enough for me to really warrant going Last Stand, but I actually also, I mean, touching a bit on your win condition here, is I think bot size your win condition, and these guys are all, Kudugar is going to do you much better for this. Magical Footwear, Cosmic Insights. So this is telling me you want to be playing more of a scaling Lee Sin. You obviously going to lose a bit of early power by not going that Domination Tree second, but this is still fine. Other option is also to go Bone Plating and Revitalize, but that's more for against bursty-ish comps like reversing assassin comps like Kha'Zix or Zed or Kiana Talon or something like that. Attack speed 80, armor, great. So, yeah, diving into your win condition, I did say bot side I want to be your focus, but you actually say here, looking to gank mid because Rise has no clangs with the Pantheon. I absolutely agree with you on that. That's why I said bot side. But the thing is that a good Rise, and I mean, this is very high elo, so he should be able to minimize pretty well. But you do have the flash Pantheon combo with his stun to lock him up, and you can just one-shot this Rise. But if he chooses to minimize, I mean, I want you to just be looking to really 4-man dive, get priority mid, get vision like you said in their jungle. Like, you guys are the win condition, 2-man death squad. Coming down here, I mean, there's so much CC to utilize to lock these guys down. I want you to dive bot 100 times this game, honestly. These guys are so vulnerable. So I'll definitely my win condition. Let's take a look at the game now. So in terms of red and blue start, I mean, there is actually also still the option here to potentially gank the Mordekaiser early. Gank the Mordekaiser early, because I mean, this is really going to be your only option. Because I mean, looking at it now, actually, Kassadin's gone Doran Shield, so I mean, you still can. I mean, Lee Sin can literally just solo someone with red buff and Conqueror. So I like that you're starting red here. I definitely think you need to start red here, even though your win condition is bot side, because there's so much actually to do on the map right now early game to pressure that you need to just get this red and just try and get level 3 ASAP. Okay, so you are going the Krugs, the red Krug. So this, technically, if you do blue buff, this is going to be slower than doing red, blue, Gromp. But you actually do wolves here. Okay, so this is actually pretty equal in terms of jungle path. And in terms of speed, I mean, you're going to be level 3 right now, 2 minutes, 50 seconds. So this is actually still very, very quick. I do like this is another option for path. This is more of a much higher elo thing. But obviously, the other option is to go red, blue, Gromp. But thinking about it now a little bit more, I think that this path is ideal because you're getting Krugs off the map and they're going to start scaling. So I really like this path from you. You're going straight to pressure the map. Okay, so we see a ward here. All right, we actually need to go a little bit back further because I think I just saw Mordekaiser as well go missing here. So he goes missing. So this tells me he's warded. and there was a ward that he just placed there. So in terms of your early game top side now, it's basically gone. So you don't actually get seen on this ward, but you can't walk up to here. So this is where you need to think, okay, guys, it's like, hey, guys, you got me. Or like, you know, when you, like the super villains, like, you got me this time, and then like they come back and concoct like a master plan and come back. Like, this is what you need to really do on Lee Sin. Top side is gone for you now. You're going to be seen, and being seen early game as a Lee Sin, like your early pressure is very much diminished. So what you need to do here, ideally you didn't get seen at all. Did blue, Gromp, reset, and then go bot side. I mean, there's nothing you can do here. This is just going to be forcing plays. I'm actually curious where Mordekaiser warded. He's actually warded really deep, so this is a great ward for him. I mean, even if he warded here, he potentially would have seen you as well. So this is really game over. And you're going to help ward hop now. This is a waste of a ward hop. You are going for this gank potentially, but look at where the minion wave is right now. This is so forced. This is not going to work. So, I mean, look at this. This is just looking at wave. Look at this. He pushes this out fully. You can't gank this. You're being seen. You need to reset as soon as possible. Okay, this is not a good idea at all. Look at the wave. Where's Kane? You're level 3 right now. And here comes Kane, and now you're forced out of the jungle. Goodbye early game. You've actually just thrown it. So this is the reason. I mean, now you could potentially get double rift scuttled by, like, in Kane's eyes, like, Kane's going to be level 4 before you. His 21 CS to 14. Like, if I'm Kane, I'm like, thank God I survived the early game versus Lee Sin. Thanks, I'm going to go win the game now. Like, this is what you've done from that. And that's just, again, just showing on the map. That's how important it is. Like, especially higher elos, these players aren't going to just be dumb and just be seen by wards and not, like, Rise is not going to be like, oh, Lee Sin's top side, I'm going to hug top side. He's going to hug bot side, right? So now you're forced out. And now you're going for top Rift Sculler. Unfortunately, you can't get top Rift Sculler. You see Kane, he's level 4 right now. You have a level disadvantage. Mordekaiser has priority. Again, you've wasted a lot of time here, and I can already tell this is where it goes south. Like, yes, in theory, and this is the sometimes a painful thing. It's like we're a Pantheon and Lee Sin. How can we not fight? Well, the answer is you guys aren't full health. Rise just TP'd. He's bought his items. Kane has an extra level on you, so he's technically, I mean, not too far in terms of strength from you. And Mordekaiser's priority. So now you lose this. Now potentially going to lose your blue. This is just so forced. I mean, you could tell me right now, this is not what Lee Sin wants to be in a position. He's getting pushed out of his jungle by Kane. Pantheon kills you. And this is the top dive now. You get dived. And this is actually stuffing up your Cassidy as well. So you've actually completely destroyed all your lanes. So, I mean, at this stage, like, I'm just thinking this game's over. I mean, I'll be happy to end this review right now because this cannot happen. But we will take a look at this. You do say there is a 9-minute dive play bot, so maybe we can still do something. It does look like you get a dragon as well, so maybe not all hope's lost. But, I mean, again, if I'm Kane right now, I got that early game, I'm laughing my way to the LP bank. Alright, I like how you're just deciding right now, just farm. You have no 80 items right now on that base. You're so weak. Farm. And you see, Mordekaiser's just not really gankable now anymore, I don't think. So definitely need to be going all in on bot side. Alright, second red buffs up. Oh yeah, this is, I mean, now again, this is potentially your fault as well. I mean, now your Rise is losing this lane to your Pantheon's losing this lane to a Rise. Now this gank option's gone for you as well. So all these little things have ripple affected you this game. Right, they actually dive in a Pantheon. You come down here. Kane's level 6 at 7 minutes right now. You're at level 6. Right, they actually play this pretty well. You die. Pantheon kills the Rise, but again, this is a very, very good early game. This is best case. He literally has Warrior right now. Okay, I mean, again, all you're doing. Alright, so we're going bot side now. Maybe looking to do something. Just sneak a dragon. I mean, I do like this. I mean, let's just try and go for this. I mean, Kane could potentially... I mean, Kane, I would say, is probably based right now doing his camp. So I think this is pretty safe. I mean, it's a risk you sort of need to take, honestly. Alright, Kane shows top. Great. 4-man dive bot. Love this. Rise is mid. He doesn't have teleport. This is excellent play. See, this is what I wanted you to be doing, but could be too late. And ideally, you didn't feed Kane before you did this. So, really, really good from you here. I mean, we're actually back even in gold. So in terms of scaling as well, I mean, you do have a Cassidy who has a level 16 condition. I mean, Reyes, Mordekaiser, Kane, these guys are very good scaling champs. You guys drop off, actually. Actually, in terms of scaling, I think you guys do lose out pretty hard, to be honest. I mean, Cassidy is going to take so long to scale up. I don't think you have the time. Alright, so a bit more of a fighting going on bot here. Unfortunately, bot lane does die. But you get a shutdown on the Kane, which is really good for you. Alright, reset, get your Krugs, 2 control wards, got your warrior. Okay, Kane actually shows here, so he's seen you again. Again, every time you're seen as Lee Sin, your pressure's just gone. Alright, Kane's actually coming down for this now. You decide to gank top potentially. I mean, I think this is... I mean, I guess there's nothing else you can really do. Maybe the better options to maybe counter jungle. Oh, I mean, this is just suicide. You have no damage. And this is your 3 levels below a Mordekaiser right now. Miss your Q. Just back off. And Pantheon dies. Oh, that was actually a pretty good kick into tower. You're altered. You're going to survive. Oh, nice work. Okay, pretty risky, but maybe again another risk you potentially had to take. The thing is, did you get that kill? Yeah, you got that kill. So, I mean, obviously you didn't have any choice, but ideally you're giving that to Cassidy. 2 controls from base. You do lose Rift Herald off that as well. Alright, cool. Rise overextends here. Kane's down here. Wait, no, who got Rift Herald? Wait, what happened with the Rift Herald? Where did Rift Herald get taken? So Kane has Rift Herald, and he ran all the way down here. Okay, maybe it was just delayed. Oh, he got Rift Herald ages ago. Okay, never mind, I missed that. I was confused. I thought he got it there, so I was like wondering when he was bot. Okay, so yeah, so let's go back. This was the Mordekaiser play. Oh yeah, that's right. When you were bot side doing that 4-man dive play, he got it. So coming down here, I mean, you've actually lost mid tower as well, which is not... So yeah, so you use Rift Herald to break mid. That's the worst tower you can be losing now. Now you're on the opposite end. Now diving bot's actually so difficult for you. So I mean, right now, I think losing that mid tower is actually huge for you. Alright, so we do get some kills there, which is good. I think that we really should just be breaking this tower as a team. Like, just break this tower. Dragon's coming up. You're going to lose Dragon for tower at this stage now, I think. So, yeah, this is... They're all coming back right now. Oh, Ryze actually went mid, so you are lucky there. But, yeah, so I think this is a huge risk. You should not have done this. Just get this damn tower, base reset, and maybe try and take a fight on the Dragon. I mean, actually, Cassidy solo killed the Mordekaiser top, so that's actually pretty good for you. So, I mean, you guys are technically winning in terms of gold now. But again, I do think that they do outscale. But now you see how you lose Dragon off that overstay. Or you go for a steal, you do lose it. Pretty good, that was actually alright. But yeah, again, if you didn't really just committed to getting that tower, you could have gotten both. Potentially open up that 4th drag win condition, which really you really need, especially in terms of the scaling that the enemy team has. Okay. So yeah, this is where you're in a very difficult position because they have mid tower. They can get constant priority. Pantheon can't exactly do his good old dive in anymore. I mean, you've broken bot tower, which is actually not ideal, to be honest, because now you can't have these guys stuck under a tower, you know? So, I mean, yes, it's good you've now unlocked your bot lane, but I think that this is just going to be so different. I just can't see any options or plays for you now. They can just sit back and scale. I mean, ideally, you're still actually playing around your Misfortune and Leona and Pantheon. Alright, so you get seen on that Scuttle Crab there. Farm, farm, farm. I mean, you look at this. I mean, you've lost 2 mid towers. This is just so difficult. 2 controls. This is good. Looking to go top now. there. I mean, maybe you can maybe look for a dive play Mordekaiser. Mordekaiser is always tricky to dive with his ultimate, obviously. Alright, Rise actually kills your Kassadin there. Could you have come and helped him? I mean, the thing about this is like, well, no. I mean, you probably did your best. I mean, you don't know where Kane is right now. Like, there's just so much, the map's just dark. No control. Again, this is just how important these two towers are. You just lose all control of the map. So you're just on huge defense mode, and you actually die here as well. Pantheon dies as well. Alright, this is actually where I'm going to end the review. I just see, I mean, I'm looking at the time controls now. They win another fight. You guys are just absolutely outscaled at this point, and you will continue to get outscaled. You've lost all these towers. There's just no actually win condition. I mean, Kassadin still, but Kassadin, I mean, he's building more of a defensive build. Like, it's going to take you, I mean, yeah, more than 26 minutes to even potentially win this game. Looks like they end the game in 26 minutes. So that's going to be this review. I mean, the biggest thing here is I want you to focus on that first 4 minutes, that literally lost you this game. And that's, again, at high elo, you will get punished for this stuff. And you are seen, they're not going to be dumb, and they're not going to just sit back and wait for you to gank them on vision. Just not going to happen. So really important to be not seen as a jungler or your threat. Keep that threat and then look to use it somewhere else. So that's going to be it for this review. You can check out my full notes over my blog, nathanmott.gg. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next video.